Power of the Who? Who is that? 5+2. It rhymes. The Power of the Who is playing 5+2, and I don't see anybody. There's no title players in the arena. Oh no. Even I'm not a title player. My yellow. I don't know. My title doesn't shine. Dude, it should be like yellow. God damn it, Jerry. I overslept and I barely made it. I thought I set my alarm on my phone and it didn't go off, so I turned it on and I was like, well, where's the alarm? And it wasn't there. So here we are, and nobody's here except for us, Asturbates and Mr. Coffees. What's up? Yeah, I'm blind as a bat. Power of the Who. What up, Rook D1? What up, Rook D1? How are you doing, Rook D1? Why didn't I play E4 right away? I don't know. I'm not really ready for the King's Indian attack. Ugh, these glasses, man. These glasses today, these kids today. These kids today, I don't remember. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't play C6 in this type of position. Bobby Fischer needs to be consulted. Bobby Fischer needs to be consulted on this. Alright. My King's Indian attack. Damn. It just makes me feel like I can see. It's weird. Alright. No, better not to do the glasses. Need stylish glasses. We had a fundraiser for glasses. What happened to that? So spent them on drugs instead. I played Bishop F5. See, now that's a mistake in this position, isn't it? Why did I play Bishop F5? Playing right into his hands. Unbelievable. Now I have to move my bishop again. Are you serious? I have to move it again? That's so stupid. I have to move it back? What about Bishop G4? Just encourage F3. Nothing wrong with Bishop G4. It's a move. No, but he's playing it weirdly with the knight F1, knight G3. He's playing it weirdly. Professional. The only professional in this tournament is Asturbate. Okay, I'm taking with the pawn. If I take with the pawn, I can't get rid of his knight. Fuck. So that was a bad mistake. Excuse my language. Was it a mistake, though? We shall not be sure. Was it a mistake? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Right. Make a dinosaur noise. Asturbate for us. Make a dinosaur noise. Make a pterodactyl noise. Ask AI what pterodactyls sound like. What did pterodactyls eat for breakfast? This guy is a sandbagger. He's a bagger at the local supermarket. The only place he's bagging is at the local market. He's a bagger, all right. He's been seen bagging plastic and paper. Particularly concerning his knight on g3. I don't know. I think you're the master of jumping to conclusions, but we all do that. I mean, to be fair, it's a natural human thing to do. Right. Right. It's already knight f6. It's already knight f6. So good luck with that. Loving the conclusions. Now, I think the one thing that's solid about this game is that we both had no clue what the fuck we're doing. You know, I think if there's any takeaway from this game, it doesn't look like either side knows what the hell they're doing. We can say that for sure. Queen b5. That's weird, right? That was his plan. He executed. He executed bravely. He was executed for bagging. Caught red-handed. Bagging. He's a bagger. Uh-oh, he has a plan. He has a plan. Look out now. Look out, Houston. The bagger has a plan. All right, we step back. Take another look. He's going to double. I have a6 in time. a6 in time. Saves 9. Ooh, knight c3, knight b4. That's unpleasant, isn't it? He's a clear pawn down. All right, it's all under control now. Now we can let down our guard. Now we need to have talk with you. We have a little talk with you about this. Because Bill, how are you? We haven't seen you in a long time, Bill. I think my title should be yellow, you know, and it doesn't show up. Bad qubits. How was poker? Oh, I was up a lot, and then I got kind of loose at the end and lost it all back. It was terrible. I just do this, you know. I just start getting overconfident and doing crazy stuff. But it's like chess. I play well and then start taking liberties when I'm tired and drinking beer. You play well. Yeah, I was also unlucky. I ended up losing a bunch of money with queens against some guy who had ace 2 all in. You know, that happens, but that wasn't the main point. You know, like I lost three big pots, 2 of which were my own fault. You know, I just totally just no reason to do that. Overconfidence. I get overconfident when I'm drunk, tired. Yeah, it's the same thing basically. It's a shame because I was up hundreds of dollars at one point. just could step. You could step away, but I wasn't winning any record amount of money. I'm not gonna go home because I'm up a couple $100. You know. Oh, time to go home. Ugh. But oh, this was a nightmare. I played tournament poker for years online, and now I have this tendency to over overvalue fold equity, which is a really huge weapon in tournament poker, but not so much in cash. You know, and I'm always like putting this value on this thing that doesn't exist. You know, it's like they're not. They don't know how to fold, and even if they did, they're probably stronger than you think. I just tried to like bully this guy who had played really tight into folding, and he practically had the nuts. I mean, he has monster hand, and he check raised me, and I put him all in. You know, it's like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And it was, oh my god, just unbelievable. The guy has this super strong hand, and he actually thought for like a minute about calling, and I was like, okay, that's good. If he has to think about it really hard, then I'm alright here. I just have like an open-ended draw and fold equity. It's so stupid, you know. Just can't do this. Hindsight is 2020. Yeah, I mean the guy was playing super tight all night, so I'm thinking, oh, I've got fold equity. You can bully him here. Now this guy's suddenly gonna come back from the dead. This is really annoying, bro. I want to know who this is. You guys distracted me. I mean, he's dead to rights, and speaking of dead to rights, now he's not dead to rights anymore. Holy comeback, Batman. Is this Rapunzel? It's Rapunzel. Rapunzel. Oh my god, I'm mated. This is weird, dude. You gotta admit this is weird. That's freaky, right? Who is this person, dude? Seriously, I got distracted. And lost. Who is this account? Nagateers? Nagas of Finland. That's so annoying, dude. He was so lost the whole game. Oh my god. And all he does is play for time. Who was that, dude? I gotta know who that person is, dude. That account. They're like a bullet player who never resigns. Wow. They have one skill and it's playing fast. Acerbate is berserking. Guys, you distracted me, Arsenal fan. Why are you here talking if you're not playing? And what's Mr. Coffee? Mr. Coffee is not playing. He distracted me. You guys distracted me. You distracted me. That's why I lose at poker. I get overconfident. And I'm talking about the exact thing that I just did. I didn't realize the guy was like Mr. Bullet Chess, play on and lost positions. And by the way, like, he played fucking perfectly at the end when he had no time left and his position sucked. He started to play like a genius. Acerbate, you're berserking. Oh, what a way to start. But I've been asking this question for like months, dude. Who is the power of the new? Like, I want to know who that is, seriously. Somebody needs to tell me who that is. It plays like Ripunj Bansal or something. And it's all about that increment situation with no time left. But I want to know who that was, seriously. I'm going to send them like a mail bomb. Has to be playing the Benoni, the delayed Benoni. Dude, that's so stupid, seriously. You just play so you can flag people by moving real fast in your lost position in the end on time. My screen is blurry again? No, it's just my eyes are blurry, okay. God damn, that's such bullshit, dude. It doesn't matter it's an arena, but I want to know who that is. I never get an answer about this player. Who is the power of the new? It's like Shaki or something. They're part of some team that's like a Finnish guy, Nagas. And they play Bullet. So that's weird, right? Nagas. But no one answers when I ask this question. It's very suspicious. Who is the power of the new? They were here like first moment. Arsenal's just here to distract me. Doesn't play. Maybe it's an Arsenal Smurf account. It's Mari Atasari. So he's a Finn, though, so it's probably a Finnish then. Shaki would come to mind. Yeah, I saw that guy's account before. Alright, Acerbate. Damn it, the power of the new, you tricked me with this. 5+2, my own time control. I was like, oh my god, where's my increment? I never play with 2-second increment on the stream, really. And so now I'm like, oh my god, that was no time at all. Hung a piece, he was defending, right? I hung a piece. He took it like there was, nothing to see here. He's been living for that moment his whole life. To be down a pawn in an endgame against an IM and just like watch them drop a piece. That's the object of chess. I mean, he's not even trying to do anything. That game was terrible. I said straight out, the one thing that was sure that neither of us know what the fuck we're doing. Acerbate is a genius, bro. Alright, I'm gonna do this. How am I gonna break through, Come on. Bring it on, Acerbate. Let's do it. Let's party. Screw you, you're King's India. Nice night on B6. Of course I'm gonna play E5. Do I lose a central pawn? Maybe I just lose a central pawn. But Arsenal, why are you not playing? Are you in another tournament secretly on the Evil Chess site? Or is that your secret? The power of the new. What a weird name, right? The power of the new. The new. What is that? The power of the new. That screams Smurf account, right? Because the new is a reference to their old account. Because this is the new. The power of having a new account. I can't help thinking that every time I play them. Like, This is their Smurf account. Power of the old. Alright. Masturbate is scary genius. No, I'm done with the chess. Just the arenas. Swiss is alright. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there. I didn't mean to go there. Oh. Yeah, the power of the super secret. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're out of time. Alright. Wow. Redusa is here. Heroku is here. I was hoping to make the tournament more noob friendly by making it 5+2, but I ended up burning myself. I'm burning myself with the loss on time. Blind Bandit. Oh, you're playing blindfold. You're trolling streamers by beating them in blindfold chess. Alright, resume. God damn it, I hate my glasses, but I can't see. Banned you. Blind Bandit, you're already in. But there might be like a 14 games rule. You're already in. Yeah, I'm a mod. Mr. Coffee's a mod. Mr. Coffee is busy distracting me. So I lose on time. And Velencitic, who isn't Cheesy Noob, by the way. They just happen to be like clones. We've got 14 players. I was hoping to get more players. This is a dictatorship. I control the joins. Dictatorships, the evil empire. 5+2. Winning on time is like, yeah, going all in poker. Fold equity. There's no fold equity in 5+2. Don't ask me about poker. Ask me. Ask me something. That's in English. If you play 96, it's a King's Indian. Wow, there's no air conditioning. It's either too cold, too hot. I had the same exact position against some of my students. Well, almost the same exact position against one of my students recently. Sean just subscribed, and no. And they were subscribed before they subscribed. It was pretty amazing. How you did that, I don't know. But you had a subscriber notification. What is that? Wait. I lied. Yeah, you had a 6-month subscriber badge before you subscribed. How do you do that? That's a pretty neat trick. You can subscribe before you're subscribed. You're my old chess coach. No, I'm everyone's old chess coach. Because I'm just old. Yeah. Alright. Oh no. That's Sean. See, I've teach so many people that there's like multiple Seans. Yeah. How are you? Long time no see. All right. Um, from not knowing chess. Chess.com is a hotel in Budapest. Just talking about this last night. Vietnamese chess players created a chess commune. That's right. We have our very own chess.com here in Budapest, near Kőbányák Kispest. If you need a hotel in Budapest, just let them know. The Sladgy guarantee. You're guaranteed to get a job at chess.com if you study with me. All right. What am I doing here? Dinekis is going to do the time thing to me. You guys, another guy's going to cling. He's a Klingon. He's a clinger. The first guy I lost to was clinging, right? And I was so unsuspecting, you know. I'm like, up a pawn, it's going to win itself. And the problem was I didn't know he was a Klingon, you know. The first opponent that I lost to. If I realized he was a Klingon, I would have been more careful. But he's just like down a pawn, it's hopeless, I'm going to win. And I went into like just talking and not paying attention mode. The next thing I know, he's got 5 seconds against 5 seconds. And like he's playing to flag me. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. I forgot what that's about. You know, I totally forgot about playing for time. And it just dawned on me that with a 2 second increment, it becomes relevant again. With 3 seconds, not so much. You know, with more than 3 seconds, not at all. You know, but I made this tournament 5+2 intentionally, which I normally don't, to make it more attractive to most people. You know, I know people like the faster games and stuff. I'm not clueless. No. N-O. Yeah, but his Klingon skills are not as good as the other Klingon. As in clinging on. That's why we say Klingon. I'm saying Klingon. Dinekis' Klingon skills are not really up to snuff here. He's sort of trying a cheapo with the A5, A4, A3, which is likely to work against me. Here we must resign. Oh, there he goes again. Another one. Check. Yeah, you're not going to pull the wool over my eyes. Oh, the active king. Okay. C5, rook down, C6. Oof. C5, rook down, C6, rook takes pawn, C7. Oops, it's too late. I thought he would go up with his king. Maybe king F6. Guys, it's an arena. Resign, and you get to play another game. Learn from King Crusher. There you go. All right. So Giachi's in first place. Bad Cubit. You know, and to make matters worse, wow. You guys check this out, the power of the new. The Sledgy guarantee. Okay, gotta run. See you on chess.com. So the power of the new played in this tournament just so they would play one game with me and then left. Dude, how lame is that? Lame. You played one game against me and you left. And you left? Really? Dude, that's so lame. Wow. Damn, White is lost here. But he has 4 minutes to think about it. Where is everybody? Come on, guys. Join the tournament. The Nuggeteers. It's a band, right? Where's my tournament? Ask me what's up. Yeah. Arsenal fan got banned. He got. What does he mean? He's like chat banned? In what, the forums? Who cares? Is he serious? Mr. Coffee, are you still here? Did you hear what he said? Like, what is he talking about? He cares if he like got his chat ban ability. His chat ability was banned on forums or something. Like, dude, what the fuck? Who cares? The guy just wants something to complain about. He's chat banned from all the chat. He probably went directly to the mom. The Steve Albini. He like went directly to like the Balt's stream and probably like challenged him to ban him. I dare you to ban me in chat of all of Lee Chess, you know. Went directly to the mom. In order to do that, you have to try. You'd have to really try. I dare you to chat ban me everywhere. Seriously, you said you're leaving. Why do you care if you're chat banned? Who cares if you're chat banned? Why do you care? It's like, dude, just play chess here. Whatever. You can't ask them to do the impossible. They don't have the capacity to ban cheaters, neither does any other chess site. That problem is insolvable. Insoluble in water. We just have to live with it. I don't know what to say. Just don't play tournaments for money online. I'm happy. I'm happy. But I can't believe you care about them. Really. You can probably get chat banned on chess.com if you try hard enough. Well, if what you said was vanilla, then they're probably banning you for the other things you said a million times or whatever. You know, you're looking for a fight, basically. You know you like that. You're looking for a fight. You're looking for an excuse for them to ban you, and they banned you. All right. Bad Qubit. Now, who is this? Yeah, what's the point? Whatever, man. Nefudov's here. Bad Qubit's in first place. They're 1,500. I stopped reporting people for cheating a long time ago. What's the point? On any chess site, I mean, why not remove chat entirely? That's a good idea. That's the best idea I've seen in a long time. Can they take blogs while they're at it? I wouldn't mind if they did that. That's a great idea. Damn, the 1,500 Bad Qubit is playing the Vargasoli attack with F3. Not the system you see. I mean, he may not know what he's doing. This is not the best line, right? I never played the Knight or move order. I don't remember now. Why would anyone 1,500 know this? doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't actually know what he's doing. He just pretends to know what he's doing. Wow. Pretending. The more you know, the less you know, the smarter you are. Bad cube at 1500, bro. That's decent for 1500. Now, what am I going to do about that knight? Mr. Knight has to go. Mr. Knight has to go. Go bye-bye. At some point. There's another knight where you got that one from. Just so you guys are aware. And there's another one. So you're telling me this guy's 1500. We should report him for cheating. Seriously. Alright, check. Castles. Check. Now where are you going to put your king? No good place to go. Oh shit, you have that. No way. Oh man. Alright, I gotta be careful now. This could be problematic. Fuck, dude, this guy's suspicious. God damn it, Arsenal fan, it's another cheater. Ooh, he's like outplaying me strategically. Wherever you go, there you are. Man, nothing makes sense about this account. Wow. He's 1555 and plays like a monster. I'm allowed to say they're a cheater. You're not allowed to say they're a cheater. Not all animals are equal. Some animals are more equal than others. See? You're not allowed to say that I'm not allowed to say that they're a cheater because you're Arsenal fan. This player, by definition, could never be 1500. I mean, how strategically, how well they've played this, strategically speaking, it's brilliant. I guess they could be like an 80-year-old who used to be like a master or something. He's fast too. Oh, I'm down a pawn now. In an endgame against 1500. I'm not allowed to say that I'm down a pawn. Against 1500. Wow, and that move too. Oh, dude. Wow. Holy shit, bro. I'm just getting destroyed. There's no way this player is legit. I just let them in the team. There's no fucking way. Smurfing is cheating. Wow. This is a multiple Smurf. This is like a 2100 player playing under 1500's account. They're gone. Neftav, just chill with me for a minute while I remove that player from the team. Alright. No. They're not staying in. I'm sorry. You're not 1500. You're not even close to 1500. There's no fucking way. I could report them. They lost to Giachi too. Ooh, bro. Where's my teams? God damn it. Our director. Our director is 2000. Yeah, you have no games. Cubit is banned. I'm waiting for Nefedov. Sorry, Nefedov. I had to kick the guy out before I... Whatever. Sir, shall I resign? Yeah, we need that now. We need that now. Nefedov, you'll never play as well as that 1500 in your dreams, dude. Now, maybe. On a good day. Nefedov was like 1900 FIDE. What are we doing here? Playing the Richter Rouser? Ooh. That 1500 just kicked my ass. Wow. Damn, do you think Nefedov plays a lot of Bullet? Plays like he plays Bullet. Yeah, it's just the setup. He's so used to the setup. He doesn't need to use any time. Yeah, I'm not in good form. Oh no, late joining. Who was that? A guy with lucky day. See, that's not possible. Gold Dirk hand 2. There's no such thing as luck. It's chess, man. It's not like I hung my queen or something. The guy strategically outplayed me like he was a master. That's not luck, you know. That doesn't happen. Or he landed a lucky mate in an attacking position where he played like a caveman or something. It wasn't like that at all. He just crushed me like he was an engine. I have knight h5 here. Takes knight h5. Interesting idea. e5 takes knight h5. Can I do this? I don't know if I've ever seen this actually work. Not meant to play as a song sacrifice, a pawn sacrifice. Bad Cubit. You guys see that game? Now, he didn't play perfectly, it seemed to me, but I could be wrong. So what's up? Bad Nefedov, bad Santa. Just for all interested parties, I hate this time control. You requested to join. Well, I declined somebody requesting to join the team because they didn't have enough games. So that was you. I'm sorry. But after bad Cubit, I mean, I've really seen enough. Yeah, that's not enough games. Why would you? I mean, it's like your 17th account or something. What is Nefedov doing? He's been playing Bullet all day. I think he should be banned for that. You're having a bad time. Did you lose to bad Cubit too? I didn't see what his other victims were. But I can tell when someone's like definitely cheating. And if you look at the guy's account, his results look normal. He was a 1500. He had 1500-ish results. So why did he just crush me like a master? Maybe I should take the f-pawn there. If I was down 2 pieces now. That last step is a doozy, as they say. So I'm not going to take it. I've got an extra piece to spare. What the hell is Nefedov doing in this game? Easily beating Nefedov. Get the right board on screen at least. Oh. What do you mean? Fuck. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I was banning that guy. At least somebody had the DC to tell me. In a sarcastic way. Thank you. How do I know what I'm doing? Too many Nefedovs. Yeah, Nefedov. See, that's 1500. No, that was a 1900. Dude, what was that? Perfect game, I cheated. Wow, this works, dude. I'm a genius for E5. It's like that thing they say about squirrels. I almost played knight h5 too. Sometimes the blind squirrel finds a nut. That's what I did there. Why do these people keep requesting to join our team? When it says right in the team, like, please do not, we do not accept membership for people less than 100 games. They just end up banning you. Alright, Bad Cubit, who else did he victimize? He beat Asterbait twice, and he lost to Giadachi. How did he do that? Dude, he played like an engine against me. H6. Wow, Giachi sacked a piece. He was totally lost. Oh my god, he sacked 2 pieces, was totally lost. That's crazy. He was totally lost the whole game. The guy blundered. And what is this, a perpetual? See, the thing about Qubit, that I think it's not a computer. It wasn't a computer, it was just a strong player playing under the friend's account or something like that, you know? That's the feeling I got from it as well. They weren't cheating with an engine. It's just somebody who was 1500 letting their friend play on their account. Why must use increment? Because it makes chess better. I lost. Ah, I didn't move. Sorry. There goes my streak starter. Because increment makes chess better, not worse. Yeah, look at the game while we're waiting. This is a strong player, like 2200 probably. I would say. 19 CPL, 2 inaccuracies, 1 mistake. I wouldn't rule out completely the possibility of an engine, but to me it just felt like it was a strong player. But I should really report them. I just sort of, like you said, like I gave up reporting people. But I guess in fairness, the argument would be that we have to report people because, you know, maybe I'll report him. I don't know. It doesn't matter though. No one's gonna receive the call or care. You know, sadly, I gave up reporting people. Yeah, that's gross. Bad qubit. So look at their ratings. Look legit. 6 and 5, 10 and 7, 59, 36 in bullet, 1200 in bullet. What? Then the next day he was 1600. Maybe they can get AI to do it. Now they have AI monkeys doing it. They don't even need real monkeys anymore. But I know a cheat when I see one, and Bad Cubit was cheating. But most likely human cheating. I didn't think they played perfectly. It's really gross, though. Guys, they better not win the tournament. I gave Dinekis a free point. Sorry about that. Now he's like way up in front with 10 points. He got a streak starter too. Some Prism is here. Somebody gift him a sub. Why must we use increment? I'm gonna report it to moderators. I reported to the moderators. I didn't want to report it. I don't want to report it to moderators. I just want to like make it go away. Make it go away, dude. Why do you have to put that in the chat? Oh no. Why play in my stream if you don't like increment? Increment makes chess better, not worse. See, you don't really like playing chess. You just like flagging people, playing for time. This time control is for people who like a little bit of actually playing chess. Just a little bit outside. So, I think Sun Prism actually knows this. I don't know why I'm playing the Sicilian with knight c6 on move 2. Why do I play? I have a million openings I can play. Why am I playing like something he knows well? Mr. Slow probably had this exact position with me. I probably had this exact position against multiple people on the site. The site. Don't play the Roslimo with black. Yeah. Are you allowed to chat in here? Mr. Coffee, get a monkey on that. Find a monkey and ask him if Arsenal's allowed to chat in here. Do we have any extra monkeys? What was that? A donation? We had a follow from Barbudo Jurgen. Sean Chess resubscribed earlier. Even our fans work at chess.com. The AIM guy. The guy complains about everything in every tournament. Yeah, we should ban him. Him or her, I don't know. But their pronouns are him or her. Yeah. What do you want for someone who's an AIM? You know, that's already a very bad sign. That's a really bad sign. Unless you're already out of Palinka. Yeah. I drank a lot of beer yesterday. I'm not out of Palinka. I have a huge plastic bottle filled with microplastics. The best Palinka comes in plastic bottles. Oh, it's homemade. Yeah, that's a good idea. I wish I could. I wish I could drink a Palinka. Ah, that'd be good. I shouldn't, though. What the hell is this? Where's my knight gonna go? Where's my knight gonna go? If I play that, my knight's gonna get trapped on e4. It's just a matter of time. Wow. AFM. Yeah, that's annoying. And yeah, they whatever. So Denekis is in first place. Bad Cubit is banned for cheating. Yeah, sad. I don't even feel like reporting people. That's the way it used to be on the ICC years ago. That's what happened on the first chess site where I played a lot. I just reached the point where I stopped reporting people because they didn't do anything about it, and it's so typical. Arsenal fan also fed up. We're all fed up with it. If it reached the point where we can't report people for cheating, yeah. Well, there's a couple ways to go forward from there. You can quit playing chess online altogether, accept it as part of the game, sadly, and that's kind of the stage I'm in. But I can't believe that people run around cheating in online chess. It's so pathetic. So are you blundering? Are you a blender? I have knight takes e5. That's the whole point. Fell for my cheapo. The price you pay for free. No, I mean you can pay to be on chess.com too and have people cheat. You can pay to have people cheat against you. That's possible as well. Well, I think in the beginning, maybe when Lichess was smaller, it was a little easier to maintain it. But once it reaches a certain size, it's going to spiral out of control. And I think I don't know. I reached some kind of point where, like, the last 10 people I reported, nothing happened. So at that point, you give up, If I'm going to take the time to report, like, 10 people on Lichess and none of them get banned, it's time to not bother reporting people anymore. In the beginning, they were more responsive, it seemed like. A few years ago, 5 years ago, or whatever. But now Lichess is so big that, there's got to be a lot of members, and it just spirals out of control. More members equals more cheaters, equals more games, equals difficult to control. Yeah, you need a small army to control the cheating that goes on here. Maybe they should put it under the control of, like, North Korea or something. They probably have some spare manpower. It's a great idea. We should get Kim Jong-un on board. And Arsenal fan, forget about blocking people. I mean, we could just have them, like, executed. Forget about chat banning. Just go for full execution. Now this is like the first game I lost. If I go to sleep here, where I'm up a pawn and I'm better and I'm basically winning, but fall asleep and you lose. That was annoying though, that first game. So Power of the New just left. They played one game, flagged me after getting, like, a lost position, and then left. But that's sad. What's the point of that? So you got one cheap win against me. You're not even going to play in the rest of the arena? D5. Why not? Why not play d5 there? You could have liquidated your isolated pawn. Pablo Kelly. Pablo. Oh, got the time win. Nice. All right. Oh, he didn't have the power of the new. So we got to stop Dinekis. He's up on 14 points now. He lost only against me and then won every other single game. Though I did give him a forfeit win. Now he's playing Valen Sitik, who may not be the German cheesy noob. 2206 is quite a higher rating than 1799. Oof. Well and Good. Well and Good had like a free piece there and didn't take it. That's messed up. Oh, fuck. I had 1 second left before I forfeited. That was close. I really got to turn the sound on or something. They need some flashing red lights to warn me I'm about to lose on time. There's what? Only sound? Wouldn't be that difficult to implement something there, you know. A flashing red light in the corner of the screen or something that's going off when you're like losing your game on time. Coach is not here. Coach is banned. We banned a new player. Oh yeah, that Abu Fazl guy. You can share it with me, but they'd have to kill you if you did, right? The Abu Fazl guy. Yeah, I don't know how many accounts he had. It's hard to forget a name like that. Very unique. Yeah, that was weird. He seems suspicious. But then I think he didn't cheat when he played me. I don't know if he cheated against other people. He definitely had way too many accounts. For example. Arsenal, you're going to... Do they have like an ankle monitor on you? Does Lichess like send you? They get like GLS to send you like an ankle monitor to wear while you're playing. This player currently under chat ban. My favorite was during the pandemic when they had like Zoom tournaments or whatever. And people would pretend to be like on the Zoom. Oh, you can't cheat on the Zoom call. Boy, that was a different one. That was a difficult one to evade. Well, that was when Petrosian Tigran got called out for like looking behind the computer or something. What happened? So many ways to do this. Very promising. Roy Lopez here with white. Impossible. Impossible. Period. Chess cheating is an art. Yeah, my experience has always been that knight on b4 is overrated. In any kind of King's Indian. It just sort of sits there and doesn't do anything. But maybe Alpha Alpha has something here. I don't really think so. This knight is well placed. That knight is just... it always just sits there and ends up there, and when black resigns, it's still there, in my experience. So many Kings Indians. I've had that happen. And we got a free kick on the king side. But I can't now. I no longer have a knight to go to g3. We have other ways of dealing with these people. Wait for it. I don't know about h4. It's an idea, though. And maybe black's position isn't so bad. He's pretty good. He's 2,000. I'm not sure he signed up for the right program here. Okay. h5. Where was that pawn? Yeah, it was on h7. Okay. So, we're a little bit better. Yeah, I'm just getting warmed up. Knight g5. See, I don't really want to trade. I don't really want to trade bishops. With bishop h6, because that's a bad bishop. But if I go knight g5, black has like bishop h6 in some positions. Possibly trading their bad bishop for my knight. Notice this piece. What does it do? You know, if you happen to break through and get control with d3, it might matter. Aha, you want queen g4. All right. So knight g5, still on. You want to trade queens? Can we trade queens? I can also play knight b5 at some point. The black wants to do the f5 break, but if he does f5, then the g5 square goes, and then e6 goes. Pretty easy to tell, man. You're preaching to the choir. Yeah, I mean, it's a stupid argument. I agree. Statistically, you can probably tell if people are cheating at some point. Although I guess when you get to the Super Grandmasters and Kramnik and, you know, it starts to become a little difficult. Maybe at the highest levels. But for average players, you know, under Super GM, I would think cheating is going to be pretty obvious. When you get to the point where it's Super GMs, maybe it will become tricky then to call them out. Alright. So now what do I do? I go to f2, black has f5, so I don't want that to happen. Now he has knight d3, the knight in the game now. That's not as scary. Still not bad. So his knight became the value of a bishop. You're lucky you got that trade. Man, I'm only in 5th place. I have like no points. Knight on d4 is good. Good piece. What an upgrade. And if that goes, it's going to get worse. And f6 is a threat, so I have to take. So this is getting kind of scary now. Knight b5. So I don't know, though. White has weakened the g4 pawn. Or black. Anyway, I can try to take the g4 pawn out with rook f4. What's he going to do? Burning his bridges behind him, as they say. What? Just a simple miscalculation. He just hung a piece. Wow. That was weird. That was really weird. Just unexpected droppage of piece. And he's 2,000. Imagine the 1,500 that took me out, you know? He didn't make any blunders. So I'm in 4th place now. Dr. Chip Chance quickly accumulating 12. I haven't been berserking. I can't win the tournament if I don't berserk. It's unlikely. Yeah, knight takes b5, a takes b5, and f5. Or maybe not f5. No, because if f5, I have knight e6. Does he want to do that? Maybe not f5. But anyway, he has to take on b5. He could play like bishop e5 or something, you know? And then I can't attack the g4 pawn. Alright, well and Siddiq. Let me guess. d4, g3. Oh no. It's d4, c3, I mean. This is not cheesy, noob. They speak German. He dropped out. I keep getting advertisements for what's that Elon Musk thing? Oh God. This has got to be Cheesy Noob. It's got to be. Cheesy Noob pretending to be German. But Cheesy Noob, the only question I have was like they seem to always be under 22. Like 2100s. Not quite 22. Dude, I had a game like this the other day, right? But against someone else. No, that went differently. That wasn't well and Siddiq, right? It was someone else. Well and Siddiq. It reminds me of Good and Plenty. No, I mean the Elon Musk thing. What's it called? His internet. His internet product. Skynet. What's it called? Starlink. Yeah. I want to say like Skynet. Oh no, did I blunder? Whew, it's a good thing I have this move. I didn't even see that work for you. I looked at it and hallucinated I had knight takes e5. That's embarrassing. Knight takes e5, pawn takes e5, and my knight at h5 is like hanging and I can't do anything about it. Starlink, yeah. I keep getting ads for it all the time. I'm like, I hate Elon Musk. I would think, you know, my computer would know that by now. Every time I see a Tesla, I just want to like spit on it on the street. And I keep getting ads for Starlink all the time. I guess it's just targeted to people like in Hungary. They must be pushing it. I mean, it's a great thing if you're in an isolated location. If you live like in a cabin in the woods or something, Starlink must be like a lifesaver. You know, you want to be like off grid. Although it's like destroying astronomy, stuff like that. Am I down a pawn yet? I know what it is about well and acidic, good and plenty. Do you have good and plenty candy? Do they still make that? They always used to sell it at the movie theater. Movie theater candy. I remember going to the actual like theater when I was a kid, and they would sell the classic sort of like movie theater candy. Okay. The good and plenties, though, I don't know. They will look weird. Or you go for Halloween trick or treating. Never trust someone who would like give you a good and plenty. I was like, that's weird. The old people were always like out of touch with what kind of Halloween candy to give you. You get these weird things. That was probably the best thing of living in America as a kid. Going trick-or-treating. Alright. Velinsitic. Yeah, I mean, he's a little too good to be cheesy noob, honestly. It feels like tiny bit different stylistically. What are we gonna do? This is worse than I thought, but all right, we're in the game. We're in it to win it. Very sharp position with imbalanced pawn structure. Bishop h3 might save me. Yeah, good and plenty. Yeah, it's iconic American candy, man. There are like these sort of oval shaped candies. I want to break with b5 and destroy my position, if possible. Alright, get the king in the game. We getting the king in the game. Are you cheesy noob? He says no. There was Mike and Ike, too. Another old. Maybe that's the company that made it or something like that. Oh, yeah. You have Mike and Ike's. Yeah, they're kind of like jelly beans. Similar to jelly beans. So, endgame. King position. How about that? G4. That's not what I expected. No, your other G4. Okay, that's nice. That's a nice. How's my king position? It's a little tricky. He's sealing it off there. Oh. Immediate. Direct to the mom with a4. The pawn structure formerly known as my opponent. He just completely collapsed. That's a nice pawn chain you got there. Good and plenty. Dinakis is in first place with 22, just crushing the event. Crushing it. Good move. Takes, rook takes, king takes, rook takes, king takes, and then all hell breaks loose. Can I prepare this? I hope this works. We're going to go a little bit crazy. Crazy with the structure. Rook takes, check, king d3. It's kind of awkward. I can play king takes. That was my original plan. We're hoping we're not getting checkmated. I'm not sure I'm winning, though. Objectively. Adjectively. Adjunctive. Adjunct professor. I wouldn't mind trading a set of rooks. We're just trading a set of rooks. The adjunct professor. The backyard professor. I like this position. I like my pawn structure. We have that. How does that work? That's not protected. It's a high maintenance pawn structure. It's like most of technique. The high maintenance pawn structure. See, this is why you need increment, so they can't flag you here. Nice try, cheesy noob. Not a player who's used to playing with increment. 3 connectors. I don't know if I can do it in time. You should hang your rook. The doogie trick. Hard to believe an adult would play this out. The adult. Adultering. This is adultery. Oh my god. I could have queened. And they still won't resign. Bro. They still won't resign. That's pretty crazy. They still not resigning. It's crazy. You might win on time. Oh my god. And there's very strong stalemate chances here. Dinakis, meanwhile, is like way out in front. 4 wins in a row. He's just like crushing everyone. Maybe the AIM could take him out. Wait, how did Dinakis win the last game? Were they completely lost? He beat Wellen Siddick? Dude, he was like down a piece. Dinakis was down a piece. The guy hung a piece. He had queen takes e4. Did you see this? He won that game? Oh my god, that was insane. Join the team. Gigantobear WFM. Now that's not an AIM. Gigantobear. See, I like that name. Now that's a cool name. Giganto. Gigantosaurus. Gigantobear. Gigantobear. Rook a6 is clinical. Clinical! I know, right? And it's sadistic. But I don't understand why he wouldn't resign. Why do people not resign? in an increment game. You know, I get it. I get it if it's not increment. Giganto Bear has a blowfish. They got gift sub the other day. I don't know if I like saying giganto better. It sounds better in Spanish. Giganto. Jugando. Jugando Bear. You see, I think they, you know, the Spanish, they use giganto a lot. Too hard to say giganto. Oh, I'm playing the white side. Speaking of the Spanish, that's weird. That's a weird Freudian thing. I played the Spanish and I started talking about Spanish. Spanish is a bad choice for like Blitz arenas, right? I have no chance to win this arena because I'm not berserking. Too bad a hangover. It's not a really bad hangover, but still, it takes... don't feel like... I just don't feel like... I don't feel like, really... I've got the adrenaline to do the serious berserking and stuff, and I don't really like playing 2.5 minutes. Then it really becomes about time. Say hi to Giganto Bear. Or just say Alcatraz. Sorry to hear about my hangover. Well, you know, I shouldn't have drank so many beers yesterday. But it's not that bad. As long as it's just beer, nothing else. So this isn't that good what I did here. This b4 type thing. He stopped the bishop g5, so I have no way to control d5. a5 is usually, they get me with a5. In this type of structure is normally what happens. Yeah, so I'm playing this pretty strangely, honestly. This isn't great. Now, a5 doesn't get me, but d5 would, probably. Yeah, I don't like the way I did. I don't know like what I played here. This isn't great. So we might have to do something. I don't know. Black's all set up for d5, like Yefim Geller. Geller, I'm old and slow. I'm old and slow too. I think it's spreading. I never play fast blitz. But I play on my phone, like 3+2. But on the phone, it's a little easier. I think playing on the phone is much easier to make quick moves. Mouse, I've always been disabled ever since 1995, something like that. Since at least 1996. True degeneracy. Yeah, well that's bad enough. 1 minute. Does your ankle monitor come with a heart monitor? Arsenal fan? They might want to include that feature. If you're playing like 1-0 while you're under house arrest, you might ask for the one with the heart monitor, just in case you start playing like bullet chess. They can track your pulse while you're playing. If you get like heart palpitations, you should probably consult your doctor before playing bullet. Yeah, Magnus is like a reptile. Best to be a reptile. Yeah, this is really disgusting. I'm sorry I played like this game. I apologize for the way I'm playing this game. Really gross. And some Prism is playing so carefully and correctly with black. sound, truly sound chess. So, I mean, philosophically, White's idea in the quiet Spanish lines, I think, is like Smyslov played with White. The best example, White tries to control d5, but this is lame. I don't have enough, you know. I mean, what am I going to do? How do I get to maintain control of d5 here? I can't go bishop g5. I don't know, though. If you play d5 yourself, maybe this is risky for black a little bit, is what I'm going to say. Are you overreaching here with black? I have c4. So in a sense, what White's doing is like playing hyper-modern chess. We're giving up the center. We're going to counterattack. The endgame doesn't look good. I don't want to bring his knight to d5, so we're going to do c4. Give up the d4 square altogether. Well, not completely. Speaking of degenerates, I think he had d5 before, right? He could have played it before. Sure. But I think it's risky for black to go for d5. If he doesn't play d5, I'm not doing anything. He can't be worse. But by playing d5, he's actually taking a huge risk. I have counterplay. So now, I mean, pawn takes is obvious, but maybe not necessarily the only move. Okay, b4 is hanging, so maybe I have to. But now black has a central pawn, okay? Okay. Central pawns are worth more. But he also has white squares versus dark squares. Which kind of turkey do you like? The dark meat or the white meat? If you like dark meat, you would probably prefer to be black here. I like both. So I was just thinking the other day, everything is better with meat. You know, I would really like to make a meme about that. I had this like, okay, I'm not a vegetarian, but when I'm hungry, I like talking about food. I don't like to eat on stream. It's very rude. But now that I haven't eaten in a while, we can make this joke. I was thinking, I had this like vegetarian pasta, and there was some random pork meat in the fridge, and I was like, I know this is like, it was weird, but I like put the meat on the on the vegetarian, you know. I was thinking like everything is better with meat. It's just ridiculous. All right, a true carnival of meat. Yeah, my position sucks. This sucks. I couldn't come up with a move. I don't mean to hurt you guys who are vegetarians, but that's the way it is. I just thought a great marketing it would be a great marketing idea for meat producing farms, you know. Ad campaign for meat. Everything tastes better with meat. So it was pretty good actually. The vegetarian, it was like soy-based sauce with broccoli and pasta, but then sprinkled some meat on that. It was great. I have this friend. He's a grandmaster who shall remain nameless, and he's an old like me. He's an old, and he likes meat, and he likes to put memes on Facebook like about meat, like meat memes, because he has friends who are vegetarians, and they get like offended by like meat, you know, like photos of meat. And he confessed to me that he puts these like meat photos on his Facebook just to like Yeah, he just wants to troll the people who are vegetarians. So bishop e4 knight e5. Position is balanced, right? Oh no, you're an animal. What an animal. Provocative animal. He goes there. Wasn't satisfied with that. Now knight d4. Okay. Kai. Such an animal. Wasn't satisfied with that simplification. So what's this? Outside pawn. Outside Pawnville. Welcome to Pawnville. Oh, he wants to trade queens. But my king is better than your king. Does it matter? But maybe your king is going to be better than my king soon. What about bishop f4? I don't know. Is this just a draw? Because material is balanced? Necessarily? No. Hell no. It probably will end up a draw. Well, I should say that it probably should end up a draw. Although it looks a lot like my game with Heinrich Danielson from the World Senior 2 years ago. Oof. Bishop versus knight. What happened? How did that happen? How did I win? How did I win that game? I'm in second place. No berserks. Kelly is here. But it was nice of Gigantobear to visit and join our team. And I've never eaten any bears. Just while we're on the subject of vegans. No bears were harmed in the making of this stream. I like bears, actually. So I like it when you go to Romania and there's like bear warnings. I didn't go this year. We would go sometimes to the mountains in Romania. And it's awesome when you get like text messages. Oh, it's a fast player. Warning. So now it transposes to c3 Sicilian, the Emil Salanci variation. h3. If it's h3, it's for me. h3, yeah, it's a move. I'm no authority on this. My friend has, I think he has dementia. He's like 73. He's an international master. He used to be a good player, but he's not recognizable, really. It's really sad. I mean, I've seen like some of his contemporaries, older players, who were never nearly as good as him are like higher rated than him now. That's really scary. That sucks. He's like 1900 or 1800. He sold all his rating points. But yeah, I just keep switching subjects. All right, now it's a Benoni. That's the thing about Emil, though. He's a Benoni guy. Big on Benoni. Big with the Benonis. Here, however, looks like White's Benoni is reasonable. Are you an e4 player? Because if you're an e4 player, you should know how to play the white side of the Benoni. Are you an e4 player? That's annoying. Now my queen on c7 sucks. I could have played maybe rook e8. It wouldn't matter. So, would a d4 player take this way? I got a lucky break. Maybe I have b5 there anyway, huh? Alright. Okay, this can get sharp, but... But it's the moral, the moral of the story that counts. Right? We got to watch the knight b5. Knight b5. Bishop f4. Very fluid. But structurally... Oh no. This? You're going to have to do that. Right. Ah. Dinekis is at first place by 4 points. I kicked out number 4. He's a 1500 who played like a master. Obviously, that's not legit. You think it's horrible memories from Alzheimer's disease? You have horrible memories? Oh. So my friend, anyway, my mom died from Alzheimer's disease. And I was even streaming when she had it. You go back in the archive. But my friend, the really sick thing is, like, he still plays chess. And, you know, he's been 2300 probably in the last like 15 years at some point. Now he's down to like 1800. But I saw this tournament the other day where some of these other guys who were his age, literally other players his own age, who are worse than him his whole life, are like higher rated than him now. These guys who were like weak FMs and they're still like 2000. I'm like, how is that possible? There are these guys who were like 75 and they were never over like 2100 in the last 20 years. And they're like higher rated than the poor guy now. It's like unbelievable. Okay, he played a lot of these IM norm tournaments like in Hungary and played millions of little kids who took away all of his rating points. While his contemporaries were like not playing that much. Where do I want to put my queen here objectively? Maybe this isn't the best choice. C6. Try thinking. All right. I'll try. We said dark meat, white meat, dark meat, right? That was a major thing you got to really grasp with chess. I don't want to hang a piece here. D5, F4. Wow. Hang my queen in one move. Oh my god. I have to move my queen. Yes. Alright. We moved the queen. Well, anyway, whatever. Don't play bishop d4. Don't hang your queen. And we're good. I can almost predict my opponent's moves with pretty high accuracy. Very good position for black. F5. Not today. Maybe. Maybe I should move my queen. But if I move it, where do I move it? D7. That hangs a pawn. Yeah, I mean, player is really into time. But remember, this is increment. Bishop d4. It's almost like they saw that they were playing for it. Bishop d4 take. It's almost like playing for bishop d4. Funny. Preventing my bishop d4. Okay, black is clearly better, but the game doesn't win itself. "43 minutes left. Oh, if you are active, your rating tends to go down. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I had a tournament like that 5 or 6 years ago where all of my opponents were under, I don't know, 25 or 30. 9-round open where all 9 of my opponents were under 30. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But it's even worse if it's like specifically like a norm type of tournament where players are coming from abroad to try to make title norms and stuff. A lot of underrated players. Yeah, I'm not used to 2-second increment here. I gotta focus. All right, so we just control the center and coordinate, and those 2 bishops are pretty good though. White's played all right, you know, if you think about it. You got to give them credit for defending. You got to protect your rating now. The organizer for Saturday sent me a message yesterday that he's looking for an IM to play, and he offered me $300. He offered me $300 a tournament. I'm like, I didn't answer. I want to be like, dude, you offered me that like 10 years ago. Are you crazy? I can't play in an 11 or whatever 9-round tournament for $200, $250, whatever. What did I say? $300. There's no way I'm going to play in a tournament with like tons of underrated little kids for $300. I can make $500 a week like teaching chess. Why would I accept like $300 a week to lose my rating points? And I'm a very valuable asset because I'm a foreign player. So if you have a tournament you're organizing, and you invite me, you get an IM and you get a player who has a foreign federation. So it's like very valuable. I wouldn't play for less than like, I don't know, at least like 50% more. But my rating, they've already drained everyone. You know, like no one's got any rating points left. This organizer, Laszlo, was contacting me because like he already they're like vampires. They took all the rating points from everyone else. I'm one of the only people with any rating points left that can play in like an IM tournament. Like, yeah, dude. In February I lost a whole bunch of points because I played in one of these with a different organizer, and I didn't want to, and I only did it as a personal favor for the guy. He's a nice guy. He needed a player. His player dropped out at the last minute or near the last minute. Let's go. So, go. H pawn. Wow. I can't afford to lose any more rating points. That's the moral of the story. I'm done losing rating points, and I'm not playing, and that's why I play in the World Senior, so I don't have to play little kids. We're done with playing little kids. Please, no little kids. The best thing about World Senior is not having to play little kids. This opponent sees everything. If there's a way, there's a will. I might have to sack the exchange. We actually have more time. Whoa. Easy now. How much are 2 connect pass pawns worth? Check. Check. Holy crap. Oh. Oh my god. How do I stop the pawn? Check. What a crazy situation. Wow, that's check too. But you didn't say check. Alright, that was an exciting game. They didn't say check. Yeah, you thought the fee for an IM would be more than 300. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's good. I would accept for 500. I can't do it for 300. All right. Yeah, I mean they were offering me 300 like 15 years ago, you know. That was the price like 15 years ago. I can't do that. As I said, I played in a tournament in February, my last tournament. I got a horrible result. And again, a lot of little kids. Nightmare tournament. I lost like 17 rating points. So I'm under 2,300. It's embarrassing. I said I would quit chess if my FIDE rating goes under 2,300. That was my promise to myself a long time ago. But, okay, you know, the truth is now a lot of strong players have really deflated ratings. So I can kind of justify not quitting. And hopefully I can still get back. Right. I'm saying, like, the fee I got for playing IM tournaments was around $300 15 years ago. So if it was 2010, you know, literally the last, you know, 15 years ago I played some IM tournaments, 2010, 2011. They would have offered me that amount of money. So how can it be the same now, you know, 15 years later? That's crazy. Right? Wow, Denekis is a Najdorf pro. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, there are players under 2,200. But they're having trouble finding players. See, you need an average rating of 2,250, right? If you want to have an IM tournament, you need an average rating of field over 2,250. So if your IM started to be like below 2,200, you've got a problem. Because now, you know, you need the IM to be at least like the average rating of the tournament, hopefully. Yeah, so now there's like IMs who are, sure, older ones that are like 2,100 and stuff. And that's why the organizer's like asking me, because I'm like 2,287, it's still not that bad. But, brah. I mean, there's even grandmasters who are under 2,300. Older ones, but still. The active ones who keep trying to play in tournaments, I know a few. you know, who were not really older than me. Around my age, grandmasters who were rated around 2300 or even lower. Guys who used to be like high 2500s. And they're under 60. It's crazy. But Dinekis here, really, check, I lose a pawn. What's up with Dinekis today? He's 1799. Okay, his rating is, he's a sandbagger, but he's not that good. He makes a lot of errors. He plays too fast. I know him. We know him. He's legit. But I do think he manipulates his ratings. You know, he had that one. He used to be like 1799, 1799, 1799, 1799. Now he's 2015, 2015. You know the people that make their ratings like some sort of... They think it's funny to have some kind of manipulated rating. Like all your ratings are 1799. TCR. Racing. You need to hit the TPR, yes. Tournament performance. Ranking. I hate the organizer who like got me to play in February. I did not want to play. And there's nothing worse than like playing in a tournament you don't want to play in. I did not want to play. It was in the morning. I'm like, I don't do mornings, bro. He's like, no, I don't have any players. I need you to play. God. I just lost like 17 rating points. That was horrible. Didn't want to play. It was in the morning. I wasn't motivated. It's terrible. It's not making excuses. Like, I had this excuse before the tournament started. You know, I was like, I don't want to play in this tournament. Now I have to do this because this guy is, like, desperate. So I did it to help him. I sacrificed my rating points. We got to get the points back. And the only way to get them back is against old people. So, this year, we're going to the World Senior in Italy. And I have to get my points back. The problem is, you're like, okay, go to the World Senior, play old people, take the rating points. Sounds good on paper, right? But here's the problem. You guys ready for it? It's like my friend who has Alzheimer's. Here's the problem. They lost all their points already. That's the problem, bro. You can't get any rating points from these people who lost all their points already. They already lost all their points. What am I going to do, you know? It's very hard. You got to find, I don't know. Maybe you find some way of like beating some regular club players over and over again that you can reliably beat, like, you know, 10 out of 10, and kind of like you do like an Esserman sort of thing. Not easy to gain rating points, but I should be able to get back over 2300. If I get back over 2300, I can like retire, right? You still haven't beaten one in classical chess? What, IMs or GMs? Gigantobear. Really? Wow. Well, you're pretty good. That should be something you could do. GMs is hard, but IMs there's some weaker ones. I also have the goal of like beating one grandmaster every year, and technically, I did in 2024. I beat a GM, but in 2025 I'm out, and I haven't even played any. So if you don't play any, you can't beat any. So I need to win against a GM. Like the last 3 years, I had wins against GMs. In 2023, I think 2022, 2023, 2024. But this year, I'm gonna have to win a game at the World Senior. I've got 2 games in the Hungarian Team Championship, which probably would be unlikely to be a GM in the 2nd division. There are a few, but it's unlikely. So my goal is just one Grandmaster a year, and I'm good. But it's been a long time. My last win against the Grandmaster was February 2024, so that's a year and a half, you know. It's a nice goal. I beat Pop Misha in 2024. I beat the Slovenian guy, can't remember, George Moore, in 2023. And I beat Darcy Lima in 2022. But in 2025, nothing. Um, 2025 was no games against Grandmasters. Actually, that's the problem. I'll take it. Yeah. I could go for a WGM. Man, Danekis is down on time, but he's hanging on. We got him in the squeeze. I need a knight to d5. I could go for a knight to d4 and knight d6 too, but he's got another idea. Well, my queen's trapped. Oh no, he blundered. Blunderiferous. Oh no, he lost the exchange. That's terrible. Lost the exchange. Oh no, and another blunder. He loses that too. Oh, he didn't even stop to think about what he was doing. I can't talk right. Poor Danekis. Everything all fell apart at once. He lost, what did he lose? He lost a rook. Drown the Clown is in. Now with more clowns. But this is not good. This definitely looks unhealthy. He does have a check, though. He didn't see it. Well, he opted not to check. Alright. So, we're first place. Yes! Alright, on that note, I'm going to take a very short break. I'll be right back. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Good tournament. We're back in first place. I probably won't be for long. I'm going to be right back. 1 minute. 2 minutes. BRB. Bring more beer. Oh. More bears. And with more bears. More beers. What is that? Oh. Getting warmed up. Bear. Oh my god. She's WFM. Gigantosaurus. You guys, I didn't really leave. I was right here, but I had to eat a snack, and I hate eating on the stream. I was starving. Okay. Apple 0, Sladgy 1. This psychological block about juniors is weird. Right. No, I think Arcel, you're onto something there. You're onto something. It depends, though. It depends. If you take like junior players from here that have been well trained, they're not necessarily all about tactics. I think that's also kind of an assumption that's not always right. But online, you may see that more than in over the board chess. Wow, exchange variation, gross. Gross. King's Indian. God, I used to play the King's Indian all the time. It was like my main opening. And now I don't play it much. I miss it, though. We were good friends, being the King's Indian. People have made careers eating in front of the camera. Exactly. This is a famous game, isn't it? No, maybe not. Something similar happened between Kasparov and Korchnoi. But, no, I don't think it was exactly the same. You know, like F4, H6, G5. Here black also has, like, for example, Knight C5. H6, G5, that's normal, right? Stefano, I didn't really peg for an exchange variation of the white side of the King's Indian player. This is wrong. White's supposed to play bishop h4. Although it's not a very good variation for white. Yeah, I mean, Arsenal is right and wrong at the same time. The most kids are learning tactics. It's not just kids, though, all people. So what's up here? Yeah. All peoples. Peoples. There goes my bishop pair. But it's not just kids. You know, everybody that plays online chess is learning chess the wrong way. They're doing puzzles. They have no clue about, like, strategic chess. But I think you see a lot of adults who learn chess badly and also have the same habits. But anyway, more importantly, Arsenal fan, your point about people having this mental block about playing kids is, I think, a good point to bring up. As an adult chess player, I think we oftentimes get kind of brainwashed into believing this is true. And the truth is, yeah, not necessarily. Because, exactly. Now, you have counterplay here. Rook takes, c4, bishop e2. Rook a4. That's kind of awkward for me. I don't really like that. And on knight c5, you have rook there. I'm not going to take the pawn. I'm not a materialist. I'm a non-materialist. If I take the pawn, white has some sort of counterplay. My knight stays on the side of the board. Now he has like rook d4. Yeah. No, I should take your advice, you know. There's another thing too. Like a lot of the kids, they have, oftentimes, they can have inflated ratings because of the K factor. The ratings are often very unstable. So you get these kids who make FM title, and they actually are like 2100. I've seen it happen more than once. So basically 2100 strength players had a couple good results, and suddenly they're an FM, but then they like drop back down to like 2100. So imagine you get them when they're like up, you know. They could easily be like 100 or 200 points overrated for a period of time. Yeah, they're improving, but the K factors often inflate them. So I think there are cases where it's actually, it could even be advantageous to play kids if you get them while they're inflated. Alright. No counterplay. King's Indian for the endgame. That's a good move. We will be trading rooks. See, I was expecting white to play rook d4 earlier. When my rook was on e4, I didn't think they would give me that pawn on c4. They didn't have to. They missed rook d4. So yeah, very good advice from Arsenal fan. Don't assume the kids are automatically good, you know, and it's bad to play them. I think you have a very valid point. But I do think that the K factor thing is terrible. I also think it's unfair, you know. So something like some version of the Glico rating system would be better. I also don't think that the K factor should be permanent, you know. I have like a permanent K factor. My rating is like etched in stone. And like Noah would have to come down like the mountain with a stone tablet in order for me to like win like, you know, more than 2 rating points in a tournament or something. But, you know, I am capable of getting better. I mean, it's like demotivating as well. It's kind of like, why bother playing if you can never improve your rating? Because your K factor is stuck in forever. It just makes you not want to play anymore. Yeah, it helps. Well, you lose your rating points more slowly. But I also can't gain points. My first rating was 2330. And I've lost, like, you know, I joke about this all the time. My first FIDE rating was 2330. And I lost, it only took me like 30 years. I'm losing like 1 point something points every year since 1991. My first FIDE rating was in 1991, and I've lost 43 points in 35 years. 39 years. 39 years doesn't add up. 34 years. So that's really just a little bit more than a point a year. At that rate, you know, I think I'm going to close out my lifetime over 2200. All right, back to tournament. Anyway, we're in first place. The Blind Bandit 99 has snuck into second place, is now on a streak starter. Downing the Clown. Blind Bandit 99. Who is that? A Gigantobear is playing. Wow. Gigantosaurus. Gigantobear versus Aventurier. Gigantosaurus. So Giganto has what is the opening? Can you guess the opening? You wanna I'm gonna say, you know, kinda wanna say London system. I don't know what you play. No, good. E4 C5, it was a Sicilian with G3. That's a good system. Yeah, no London system, good. London system is bad. Alright, Gigantobear is in the tournament. Blind Bandit is in second place. Blind Bandit is playing Hiroku. Blind Bandit is playing the black side of a C3. Oh, what is that? That's a terrible gambit. The Blind Bandit gambit. Blind Bandit gambit playing a crazy gambit. 1e4. Alright, I'm sorry. I didn't know your repertoire. All I saw was there was pawns on c3 and e3 and Thank you. I'm sorry I said the London system. I know it's terrible. I hate the London system, but I tried to guess the opening. I didn't think it was the Sicilian. You had pawns on like c3, e3. There was no dark square bishop. I was like, where is the dark square bishop? I thought the dark square bishop went out to f4 or something. Got traded. It was weird that you're fianchettoed, but it could happen, you know. Yeah, it was a bad guess. I apologize. I agree. We hate London system. Kelly M is dangerous. They're playing Dinekis. So Kelly M is legit. They play a good game. Dinekis is faster, mostly based on time. But don't take Dinekis' rating seriously. He should be more like 1900, 2000. No, you look overextended to me. Why do I have this window from like 8 years ago? Well, Gigantobear is up a piece, but they were overextended. I thought you were kind of overextended when I looked at that board. Around move 16. The king side's a little awkward. Black's okay. Anyway, I thought black was okay. But they did not survive against Gigantobear. Gigantobear is old and slow. 2,500 in bullet. Not bad. Alright. Pawnda, September. We don't do bullet here, though. This is the fastest I'll play on stream. Except like during COVID when we used to play in those like 3-0. The 3-0 like team arenas and stuff like that. I hated it, but I hate playing 3-0. But if the people want it, you know, me to look like an idiot. I even played bullet chess once. So, Gigantobear got in the tournament, but too late. Too late to have a serious effect on the final standings. So Blind Bandit came out of nowhere, though. Who is this Blind Bandit? They're playing Heroku. They played a horrible gambit here with black. What is this? Oh, the Scandinavian thing. That's really Blind Bandit gambit. Gambit Bandit. You're a bigger flagger than all of us. Ah, I used to be. I could play for time with the best of them. But that part of my life is over now. I'm playing Gigantobear. Alright. Oh no, I'm in first place. Okay. What are we playing today? I won't do the birds, because that gets us in trouble. I played the birds against Arsenal fan, and yeah. I got in trouble. Gigantobear is going to play something solid, right? G6? Ah, Bishop G4. Bishop G4, of course, is a good line. Tory attack reversed. Yeah, awesome for you. I was such a wimp, man. I played E3. Yeah, you've given me pause. I'm not going to be playing the birds. That game, I triggered you. You played G5. Okay, this is classic. Tory reversed. I played once in a while. I played the King's Indian attack kind of stuff, but I used to play the black side of the King's Indian, so you have to know how to play against the Tory attack with black. But I've never had a very good score with this stuff with white. I remember losing to... Once I lost like a retard to Kosic very quickly. To lose with white in this line, it takes a lot of skill. I lost against Kosic. I lost against Twin Min. Both Grandmasters I played in a first Saturday. I mean, to lose such a solid line with white is really embarrassing. I lost to some Polish IM in the Aeroflot Open in 2004. I remember that. And I've only had a bunch of draws against people. I have a terrible score with this line. It's very solid for black. The last several games I played with white were probably draws. I think I have almost no wins. But I guess if you're like, you know, if you're playing for a draw or something, it's fine. But beating the Tory attack is really tough. Oh, I have a shot there, don't I? Oh my god. Mr. Coffee had a game like this. Oh. Yeah, no, I have knight takes c5. You should play pawn takes pawn, Gigantobear. You're supposed to play pawn takes pawn. You know, I actually have pawn takes pawn here and knight takes e5. Yeah. I had it and I didn't play it. But her move is also a mistake for a different reason. Like, now I have knight g5, so I'm better. But this is different, you know. Mr. Coffee had a game exactly like that, where he got busted in his last tournament. I don't know if Mr. Coffee's here, but he did that exact thing. He played the Tory attack, didn't trade pawns, and then the opponent got that tactic on him with opening up the file. Sadly, I think Mr. Coffee might have even been white. But Gigantobear, it's okay. Their position is solid. They just don't have a light square bishop. So it's going to be a very long-term struggle. I have to find a way to make my light square bishop great again. He broke out in hives. It's the same thing as happened with him. Yeah, we've had that before. 724, so this is probably my last game. Blind Bandit's in first place. Come on. Where did Blind Bandit even come from? They're gonna rob me. Okay, I don't deserve to win this tournament. Gigantobear is clearly a very practical player. But yeah, don't want to play d4. Practical, fast. But this is a tough game. I mean, like I said, you don't want to play the King's Indian in arenas. Because it moves, it takes 100 moves. You know, I mean, this is a very closed type of structure. I don't want to play this in bullet or blitz. Blindsided me, exactly. They blindly snuck in. But I can't expect to win a tournament as an arena without berserking. So I got in f4. We got in f5 if we want f5. Do I want to play f5? That's my biggest weakness when I get overconfident, you know, in any game. We're trying to make the light squares great again. No, if you turn my light square bishop, if it's bad, then it's like Fisher Karras. And white loses because of bad bishop. If it's good, you lose. Yeah, taking with the pawn is too dangerous, I think. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe Larson would do that. Okay, screw it. Let's do it. Very risky move by me. Rook takes is safe, but anyway. It's an arena. We're taking a chance here. We're trying to get past the Blind Bandit. We have just enough time for the game to finish. Looks like Gigantobear is aiming at playing e4. What's my queen doing there? I'm not really attacking her pawn on a5. Oh no. I just needed to borrow that. Blind Bandit, we're never going to catch Blind Bandit. Smokey and the Bandit. They're playing a strong player, the AIM, and they're killing him. No, it's a queen. White's up a queen. White's winning. Alright. So AIM is going to pass me. Anyway, I have to win against the bear. We have to win, and I might not even be able to win in time. Giganto Bear is just behind Bad Cubit, who is no longer with us in the standings. Alright. So we're up a pawn. It's a King's Gambit. Guess the opening, right? I would have said this was a King's Gambit. Not a London. It's definitely not a London. She's aiming at my king side. I see that. Ooh, there was queen there. That was an awkward move. They could have set up queen d6 with the Asser mate. Kind of a scary move for me. I'm just trying to stay in the vicinity of my king side. Queen d6, no longer an option. Now I'm definitely going to get mated on h2. Nice. I didn't see what you're up to there. Oh. The white squares. But the white squares are not, they're not for you. They're for me. Oh my gosh. I'm such a flagger. This game isn't going to finish in time. Oh. This is scary. This is really getting scary. Come on. I'm overprotecting h2. The Gigantobear did a good job. I've been kind of drifting. They've done a good job staying active. You're going after my pawn. That's not nice. You're going after my queen side. Oh my god. That's frightening. Whoa. Whoa. We're down to a minute. The game's not going to count. I got outplayed here. Gigantobear is dangerous. And handled the time well. Bro, this is very dangerous. She managed her time better than me. Oh my god. That's illegal. That was illegal. We're out of time. We're out of time. Unbelievable. Wait, what? Oh no. Well, that's a nasty move. That is a nasty move. Wow. I thought it was an easy draw. It doesn't matter. I mean, the tournament is over. I mean, it matters. It matters, but it doesn't matter. Whoa. I have no way to go here. And good endgame technique. That's disturbing. Wow. Oh, that sucks. I lost. Good game. Alright. Nice technique from Gigantobear. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't work. You played really well. At the end, the second half of the game was very good. Unfortunately, it didn't matter for the tournament. Oh, that last move you had there. I thought it was a total draw. Nice job. That game doesn't count. The Queen H1. That's a fancy move. Fancy move syndrome. Yeah, maybe you had a better move that was more simple. Thanks for playing. Gigantobear and Blind Bandit wins the tournament. Mysterious player out of nowhere. Boom, 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 boom. They won all their games. Yeah, with 22 seconds left. Yeah, maybe you're still winning. I think I had a draw at some point. Man, you played knight d4, bishop d4, bishop takes d4, and on knight c7 you had c4. What a nightmare. Literally. I thought it was an easy draw. Of course, I'm down what? Down a pawn. Shouldn't be easy. Thanks for the game. Alright, thanks for playing Gigantobear, and Blind Bandit wins the tournament. I finish out of the money. Second place. First place is out of the money. Second place is out of the money. Third place is out of the money. The AIM finishes third. They didn't win. They were winning too, but not enough time. Yeah, that was... Dinek is finishing fourth. Kelly M came too late. Finishes fifth. Drown Clown sixth. Stefano seventh. Wellen Stidic eighth. This guy played a record number of games. That's like 20 some games. 22. E takes F5 was bad. Yeah, it was risky. It lets you in that whole diagonal. I know. But I had to take a chance because I thought it... If I go the rook takes F5 way, it's going to be a long game, and I'm only a little bit better, if anything. So, it was a gamble. But I had to keep defending that diagonal, and you got counterplay. It was well played by you. You know, considering it was not an easy position, and you were down a pawn. Though the pawn didn't matter that much. Your control of the center was very good. That's the essence of... And my kingside majority never moved. You know, maybe I missed something on the kingside. Anyway. Alright, guys. Thanks for playing. We'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is our subscriber stream. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. You have no chess stamina, but you won the tournament. Your head hurts. Who's Blind Bandit? You're going to reveal the secret identity of Blind Bandit? Have a good night. Yeah, thank you, Gigantobear, for joining us. Always welcome. So again, Blind Bandit first, myself was second, and AIM third. We'll see you guys tomorrow night with an analysis stream. It's you. Oh, you're the Blind Bandit. Blind Bandit is Blind Bandit. That, now we know it.